You're a professional, right?
In writing, yes.
Well, I have a few questions about how you revise your writing.
But I have better things to do.
It's just 5 minutes.
Okay, I rewrite, revise, and revise when I write. My first phase of rewriting is a matter of looking at the kernel of what I have written, the content, and then thinking about it, responding to it, making decisions, and actually restructuring it. My second phase is, I rewrite as I write. It is hard to tell what is a first draft because it is not determined by time. In one draft, I might cross out 3 pages, write 2, cross out a 4th, rewrite it, and call it a draft. I am constantly writing and rewriting. I can only conceptualize so much in my first draft. Only so much information can be held in my head at one time. My rewriting efforts are a reflection of how much information I can encompass at one time.
And the third, rewriting.
The last phase of rewriting is that I find my first draft is usually very scattered. In rewriting, I find the line of argument. After the argument is resolved, I am much more interested in word choice and phrasing. I feel like rewriting means on one level, finding the argument, and on another level, language changes to make the argument more effective. Most of the time I feel as if I can go on rewriting forever. There is always one part of a piece that I could keep working on. It is always difficult to know at what point to abandon a piece of writing. I like this idea that a piece of writing is never finished, just abandoned.
So then, how do you revise?
Well, my cardinal rule in revising is never to fall in love with what I have written in a first or second draft. An idea, sentence, or even a phrase that looks catchy, I don't trust. Part of this idea is to wait a while. I am much more in love with something after I have written it than I am a day or two later. It is much easier to change anything with time.
And you revise one more time?
Yes, I feel like revising for the last time means taking apart what I have written and putting it back together again. I ask major theoretical questions of my ideas, respond to those questions, and think of proportion and structure, and try to find a controlling metaphor. I find out which ideas can be developed and which should be dropped. I am constantly chiseling and changing as I revise.
Thanks for that.
No problem. Now get out.
That was like being in class.
What?